back to Headline Country. Well, for many of you out there watching, your first introduction to rising country star Laura Bell Bundy was her unforgettable and energetic performance on this year's Academy of Country Music Awards. But as you're about to find out, the multi-talented entertainer's debut into country music has actually been a lifetime in the making. When it comes to success, it's taken a stroll down the yellow brick road, an unlimited supply of hairspray, and more legally blonde moments to count to help make Laura Bell Bundy a bona fide country star.
It's the perfect road. It was a crooked road, but it was perfect.
From her starring role as the original Elle Woods on Broadway's hit musical Legally Blonde to her professional appearances in Hairspray and Wicked, the Kentucky native has now set her sights on Nashville.
I spent a lot of time doing theater and other things like that. People started to recognize me from that first before they noticed my country music. So.
Sure, but the country music came first.
Yeah, the country music came first. The love of country music obviously came first. I did theater and dance and singing, and it all was simultaneous when I was a child. And then I got some amazing opportunities in New York doing musical theater and stuff like that. And then when I moved back to Kentucky, I think that I started writing poetry, which ended up kind of morphing into writing songs, and they all came out country. So when it became a decision for me as an adult, or you know, an older teenager at 17, I was like, this is something I really want to do, is pursue this. And it took 10 years, you know, to come to fruition, but it's okay.
Oh, darling, just drop on by.
And while her work on Broadway put food on the table and money in the bank, the one thing it didn't do was leave much time to focus on her true passion, country music.
I had Legally Blonde to do. You know, I had to do 8 shows a week and all the press for the show. It ended up working to my advantage because people found out about my music by me doing Legally Blonde. So it ends up being kind of one of those things that comes together. And I think 10 years ago, you couldn't be a part of two different genres and be accepted, but now the only way you can be successful is if you are.
So in 2008, Laura Bell, aka You Need a Biscuit, Show Can Tell Brown, Justice Good, and her entire repertoire of over-the-top characters giddied on up to Music City.
Finally, I feel like I'm at the point right now where it's divine timing. It's the right time. I'm in the right mental space, spiritually, physically, everything. It's just the right time. And it was the time for me to write this album in the way that I did. You know, I'm glad it didn't come any sooner.
Well, come on!
The resulting 12-track CD, Aiken and Shaken, features 11 songs she penned herself with two very distinctive sides.
You want to work out, you listen to Shaken. You want to rage, you listen to Shaken. You want to drive your car fast, you know, you want to shake, you listen to Shaken. Wallowing in your sorrow, you know, making out, chilling out, that's the Aiken side. I mean, you could make out to either one. I haven't tried that yet, but I think it's very hard to listen to yourself and make out. It would be awkward.
But what Bundy has made out with are rave reviews and a top 5 debut on Billboard's Country Albums chart. You're gonna get the question, so are you a full-time country singer now?
I'm full-time who I am, you know. I don't think people should have to put themselves in a box and do just one thing or the other. I'm an entertainer. You know, I'm gonna entertain people with music and dance and acting and comedy, and I just want to entertain people. I'm just doing it in a Southern way.
Giddy on up and giddy on out.
Well, stick around later in the show. Laura Bell Bundy is going to share a touching and musical tribute to the victims of last week's floods. We'll be right back. When we come back, look with Laura Bell Bundy and a touching musical tribute to the flood relief efforts. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.
Somebody needs someone.
each other.